The advent of smartphones and personal computers has changed the way people invest. Investing apps on smartphones allow investors to buy and sell investments almost anywhere at any time when the markets are open. This easy access to investing markets has both pros and cons for investors. One of the pros is that people that may not have had access to investing markets now do. However, one of the cons is gamification of investing platforms that is influencing investors' behavior. Gamification is defined as the application of typical elements of game playing to other areas of activity, typically as an online marketing technique to encourage engagement with a product or service. Video games are a billion-dollar industry that has reached every demographic from the very young to the very old. Investing platforms have borrowed elements from gaming to encourage or even influence users' investing behavior. Most investors don't realize or think it directly affects them. In this video, we'll look at some of the prevalent gamification techniques being used by investment platforms so you can spot them and try to reduce their negative influences on your investing habits. Leaderboards. Leaderboards have been a part of video games since teenagers battled for the high score at the local arcade. Remember George Costanza's obsession with his high score in Frogger? Video games use leaderboards and high scores to get you to keep pumping quarters into the machine to keep playing their game. Leaderboards on investing platforms try to entice investors to invest more using the same techniques. Don't you want to be on the leaderboard? Don't you want to be listed among the best investors on the platform? You better make more trades or deposit more money into your account to get there. This can be dangerous, as typically the more trades an investor makes, their chances of losing money increases. Rewards. Investing platforms try to influence investor behavior by offering them rewards. These can come in many different forms, including things like points, badges, or free money or investments. Points could be awarded for every trade or deposit you make. Research by the Ontario Securities Commission has shown that even if points have very little value, they can greatly influence how many trades an investor will make to get them. Badges are often seen as a fun reward for accomplishing a task, and many apps, not just investing platforms, use them. Getting the Super Trader badge for completing your 100th trade could just be a fun accomplishment, as long as you weren't trading simply to get there. Incentive rewards are another tactic used by investment platforms to influence their users' behavior. An example could be offering free stock, or a free trade or matching cash for a deposit or trade. Was this deposit or trade already in your investing plan, or are you simply making the deposit or trade to get the reward being offered? Goals and progressive framing. Many video games involve a large quest or small side missions you try to complete throughout the game. Investment platforms have used gamification to try and turn investing into a quest using goals and progressive framing. However, instead of slaying the dragon or finding the treasure, your investment quest might be to hold a certain number of investments or reach a specific value in your portfolio. In some ways, this could be beneficial to an investor if these gamification goals match their own financial goals and timelines. Where it can be harmful is if the gamification goals you're trying to reach or progress you're trying to follow does not match your long-term goals. It could even push you farther away from reaching them entirely. Social interaction. Social interaction has become a large part of many online games. You can interact with other players during the game, or discuss the game on forums, message boards, or through chat features. These types of discussion and chat features have also leaked into some investment platforms. Very often, the more a user engages with a platform, the more likely they are to execute more trades and transactions, which could be harmful to their overall financial situation. Social norms. Most people don't like to admit it, but many humans like to follow the crowd. People are more influenced by what others do than they like to admit. Investment platforms take advantage of our tendency to follow the crowd by telling us what other users are doing. Some ways they do this include posting lists of the most researched stocks, or the most bought or sold stocks on the day, or another specific time period. Research has shown that posting this type of data causes more investors to follow the trends and invest in those stocks as well. Design features. Something as basic as smart and appealing design features can influence an investor's behavior. For example, one investment platform used to have celebratory confetti bombs go off after an investor made a purchase. Adding a celebratory feature like this can make each investment feel like a win, even if it might not be. These types of visuals can appear fun and harmless, but can unconsciously influence an investor's behavior. A bright and shiny looking app can cause users to come back more often than an app that is drab and just features a bunch of numbers and graphs. Now that you've learned about some of the gamification techniques used by investment platforms, do you recall seeing them when using your favorite investment app? Have you been influenced at all? Will you be influenced in the future? Remember, investing isn't a game no matter what fun features or shiny graphics your investment platform displays. Don't be influenced by gamification. Know your investing plan and stick with it. For more investor education resources, please visit our website at nssc.novascotia.ca.